some of the benefits I receive from co-oping is coming from a classroom setting where you spend all your time just doing technical work. You really get to use that knowledge and equations from the classroom in a work environment. It's a complete different setting. You think about, you spend all your day in a textbook, but out in a mill or a production line, it's just a completely different experience.
The benefits of co-oping are definitely all the work experience you get. You get to make a lot of connections, and sometimes the stuff you learn in class can be a little far removed from what you're going to actually do when you get a full-time job. So going to co-op and actually, applying what you learn in class it kind of brings you closer to what you're going to do in the long run and kind of shows you what you're working for. And the money you make doesn't hurt.
I think the main benefits was just getting real hand experience. It's one thing to get all the theoretical information in class, but to actually get my hands dirty and mix asphalt and test samples and learn how to do a lot of stuff that you might do in labs was really helpful to me to really learn it. And also gaining just communication practice and people skills has been a big thing.
Co-oping is definitely worth adding time to your college experience. You don't really miss out on the college experience because you can still come home. Most of the co-op jobs are around the southeast, so it's not too long of a drive. And also you meet a lot of great people and friends while you're co-oping that you kind of get to hang out with and create your own kind of college experience with.
Co-oping is definitely worth staying in school a little bit longer. You don't really miss out on anything. When you're gone, you're still considered a full-time student, so you don't lose any benefits that you would if you just weren't on campus for a semester. You still get football tickets, you can still go to the games. When you're working, you're not having to go to class, you don't have homework, anything like that, so you're able to come back up here on the weekends if you want to.
There is no question in my mind that co-oping was worth adding time to my graduation. I've learned how to work with a team and to communicate with others and learn a lot about the construction industry.
I believe co-op gives you an upper hand during graduation because whenever you go in for your interviews, you're able to provide real-world examples of the experience you've gained during your time in college.
I think co-oping absolutely does give you an advantage. You're going to stick out compared to other people that, all they can say is, well, I got these grades in these classes. And you can say, well, I got these grades in these classes, and I've actually done what you're hiring me to do already, and I've done it in a professional setting, and I did this well. So, yeah, I think it's definitely going to give you an advantage.
I think co-oping absolutely gives you the upper hand come graduation. Been to several career fairs, and when you mention co-op, their ears definitely perk up. And that's definitely a talking point. The experience, it's something you can't really gain in the classroom, and that real work experience is huge come graduation.
I don't believe it's tough to transition back to school because while you're co-oping, you're used to putting in a 40-hour work week, and once you transition back to school, as long as you keep that same work ethic, you'll be fine.
Sometimes it takes a couple weeks to get back into school mode once you've been gone for a semester working. But now that you know and you've seen what you're kind of in school for, the whole work experience after college, it kind of makes it easier to be motivated and to get your work done.
It takes about a week to get back into school mode. I mean, just kind of coming back, getting everything situated, getting like your first assignments and everything, doing prereqs. Once you start studying, you kind of just get back in the groove pretty quickly.
So some students think you lose a little bit of the college experience while co-oping, but you have to remember that a lot of times you'll be working with other college students at your co-op. So where I was at, we had 3 college kids, and we all hung out and did traditional things like going out for wings and hanging out outside the mill.
I don't think that co-oping makes you miss out on any sort of college experience. I think, if anything, I've met a lot more people through co-oping. You're going to a job where there's other people that are co-oping, they're your age, the people you might not have met otherwise. So you meet more people, you meet more friends, and you're still going to school for the same amount of time as someone else would. So I don't think you're going to miss out on any sort of experience in college by co-oping.
even if you co-op, you're not going to miss much of the college experience. If you are at a job site that is far away from Auburn, then you will miss some time with friends, but you're still going to be here for 4 years, and you're still going to get the same amount of time with those friends or other friends, so it's really not a big miss.
I would definitely recommend co-oping to other students. I mean, there's tons of pros and very few cons. You can say that you have a year of experience come graduation time that's going to give you an upper hand. You get to meet a lot of people. You get a connection. Oftentimes, if you do a good job at your co-op, you're already going to have a job waiting for you when you graduate. So that's a really big pro.
I would definitely recommend co-oping to other students. That work experience that you get from it is really vital, and other people who don't get that, you're already above them come graduation, and you walk out of there with a little bit more money in your pocket too, so it's definitely worth it.
The biggest benefit, I think, with co-oping and why I would recommend it to others is being able to take what you learn in the classroom and apply it to your job, and also on the flip side, learning things from your job and bringing it back to the classroom. And the other thing, I think the biggest benefit would be job readiness upon graduation and the experience and getting ahead as far as that goes.
Hi, I'm Laura Kincaid, Academic Advisor in the Department of Chemical Engineering. How do Auburn students benefit from co-oping? I think Auburn students can sort of test drive what they think they might want to do and get some real life experience by doing a co-op. We've got lots of students who will come back sometimes even wanting to change their path because it wasn't what they expected, and sometimes they're thrilled and they get all this real life experience. So sometimes it's good to know what you don't want to do, and it's also good to know and reinforce what you think you want to do. So there's a lot of good that comes out of that. Gaining professional work experience contributes to their whole educational packet because they're out in a real life learning situation, and they can bring that back and apply those things they learn to maybe classes they're taking in the next semester. Would I participate in the Auburn Co-op program? Yes, I would. I would be enthusiastic about the opportunity and getting out there and getting the experience I need and adding to my profile. So when I graduate, I have the tools I need to get employed and start the next chapter of my life.